Recently, a young woman, 20 years old, underwent the first ear transplant. Very, very exciting. What happened was her own cells were used in a printer, kind of a dot printer, if you will. And layer by layer, they built up an artificial ear living that could accept circulation from her own body. And she had been born with a condition where her ears didn't develop. And so it was a wonderful cosmetic breakthrough, the first that I'm aware of using bioprinted organs to actually supplement or repair a body part. A lot more of this is on the way. I think we're going to see bioprinting start to move into the production of, say, skin, perhaps blood vessels. If you can think of things in the body that are simple fluids, not too complicated, or sheets of tissue, that's exactly where bioprinting is. It's not yet quite to the point where we could see somebody print out a functioning heart, a little too complicated in terms of getting everything right so that it would work, although someday, but not soon. Same thing with a functional liver. But think about blood components, skin, maybe the lining of the intestine. There are areas where bioprinting, I think, holds much in store for the future of repair of damaged organs or birth defects. So that's very exciting. I don't have a lot of ethical objection about those uses. They sound wonderful. Things that we didn't know how to repair or couldn't do very well cosmetically. Now we're seeing the bioprinter all of a sudden jump in and start to be used to manufacture body parts. But there is a weirder future coming. I haven't seen anybody write about it or comment on it, but I know it's coming. A person who can have an ear made to replace one that didn't develop when you were born is a person who could say, I'm a big fan of Mr. Spock on Star Trek. And for those who don't know, Spock had very pointy, big ears. They might say, when I go to a convention, I want to get big, pointy ears. I want my ears modified so that I'll be a real Star Trek fan. I'll not only show up at the conventions, the meetings, buy all the memorabilia, but I'm going to make myself look more like Spock. And where might that end? People could certainly say, if you're making me an ear, why don't you make me green ears? Because that'll be cool. It'll match my hair color. And many other aesthetic, fashion, or cosmetic alterations are in the offing. A bioprinter that can make a human-like ear can make all kinds of ears that some people would say, oh, that'll be cool. I got tattoos. I have piercings. And now I'd like to see some of this, if you will, technology used to alter my body appearance, to alter my presentation to others, to make me part of a group or a club or a gang or an association or whatever it is. It's going to be up to us to say, here's the limits. This is what we will do. This is what we won't do. We wouldn't remove an organ in order to let you look different, because that would be harm and danger and not worth, so to speak, the aesthetic risk or violate medical ethics to harm somebody, remove something they didn't need removed that was normal just to replace it. But at the same time, if somebody's saying, I have birth defects or I have suffered an injury, as long as we're doing this, can't we do something different? That's going to be a place where I think professional societies, associations, doctors are going to have to step in and say, this is what we will do for money. This is what we won't do. So it's a very interesting line. When most of us think about the future of improvement or enhancement, we tend to think about drugs. We tend to think about steroids or growth hormone or things that people take to make themselves stronger or faster or grow taller. Bioprinting is absolutely an area where we're going to have debates, disputes about how to apply it, how far to take it, where it ought to go. It's one thing to repair a missing ear. It's a very different thing to say, I want to change all my facial features, remove what I have, and rebuild them. They'll work very well. I just don't want to look the way I look now. So I don't know where that debate will end, but I am absolutely certain it's coming. I'm Art Kaplan at the Division of Medical Ethics at NYU Grossman School of Medicine.